Depression impact on our daily life. Depression is a broad and serious emotional wellness issue that seriously influences individuals' lives. It appears with continuous misery, sadness, and losing interest in things you used to love. Depression is a typical serious state of mind problem. It can incredibly influence day-to-day existence. This condition prompts extreme side effects. This can change how an individual feels, thinks, and acts every day. Individuals with depression could feel diligently miserable or restless. They may likewise feel empty or hopeless. They lose interest in things they used to love. They could feel tired constantly and experience difficulty in focusing. These side effects can make it hard to do our day-to-day work. They cause a ton of distress. Depression can truly hurt an individual's quality of life. Notable major facts in depression. There are 5 major facts to note about depression. They include 1. Depression is a typical psychological well-being condition that can fundamentally influence day-to-day life. 2. Signs of depression range from persistent sadness, loss of interest, fatigue, weariness or tiredness, to changes in sleep and lack of appetite. 3. Depression affects an individual's capacity to perform regular assignments and exercises. 4. Understanding the effect of depression on everyday working is vital for finding suitable treatment and creating compelling survival methods. 5. Once the signs are recognized, looking for proficient assistance dealing with the impacts of depression can further develop their general prosperity. However, how can we identify someone with depression then? Depression appears differently in everybody, except common signs include persistent feelings of sadness, hopelessness, or emptiness, loss of interest or delight in things that were once loved. Changes in appetite and sleep patterns, feelings of uselessness or over-the-top guiltiness, repetitive thoughts of death or self-destruction. Depression can seriously affect emotions. Hence, finding support is crucial. As much as we have seen all the signs, effects, and counter-effects, it is now very important to reach for the different types of depression and the loss caused. Major depression. This is the most natural kind. It's called major depressive disorder. It causes a consistent low mindset and losing satisfaction in life for a long time or more. This can make it hard to do day-to-day tasks. Persistent depression is less extreme yet can endure more than 2 years. Perinatal depression occurs during or after pregnancy. Occasional emotional issues occur seasonally, causing somebody to feel discouraged exclusively at specific times. Depression with psychosis includes side effects like trusting things that aren't correct or seeing and hearing things that aren't there. Those with bipolar depression switch among depressive and manic stages. Now let's see who does depression affect. Depression can contact anybody, regardless of their experience and origin. Around 1 out of 6 people will confront a significant episode of depression in their life. In the US, around 16 million adults battle with clinical depression consistently. This shows how far and wide depression is. Depression socioeconomics are extremely wide. They incorporate various ages, races, sexual orientations, and monetary circumstances. Depression doesn't single out. It can hit anyone. Specialists imagine that different factors assume a part, including qualities, climate, and our thought process. As explained here. 1. Certain individuals may be bound to get depression because of their genes or then again in the event that they have other medical problems. 2. Losing a friend or family member, cash issues, or difficult times in a relationship can set off depression. 3. Not having sufficient emotional well-being care or general medical services can also start depression for some. 4. Terrible perspectives and poor methods for taking care of pressure can likewise make depression start and stick around. Seeing exactly the number of various types of individuals that can be impacted is vital. It assists us with managing this difficult issue. By handling the reasons that lead to depression, we can offer better assistance to those deserving. Most given rates among youth at 18 to 25 years and more established grown-ups 65 years and above. Ladies are roughly 2 times as prone to encounter depression as men. Individuals with lower wages and less schooling are at more risk. Prevalence differs, with some minority bunches encountering higher rates. Depression can influence anybody, no matter what their own conditions or cultural standing. It's a perplexing condition with a great many contributing factors. These factors range from simple to complex factors. Biological factors. Depression can emerge from your genes, imbalanced hormones, and fake matter in your brain's chemical makeups, like issues with serotonin. Just like a family tree of depression, and the chances go up. Likewise, if your cortisol, estrogen, or testosterone levels leave whack, this could make depression almost certain and harder to deal with. Social factors. Hard life-altering situations, injury, not having many assets, and being lonely can make you get depression. Occasional fate like losing somebody you love, cash issues, or prolonged sickness can trigger depression. Those without enough and easy medical services or instruction could battle more with feeling alone and stress, making depression more often. Psychological factors. Thinking negatively, poor stress management, or having specific sorts of characters could cause a risk of depression. In the event that you frequently think the most terrible or see things as miserable or hopeless, you could be suffering depression. Additionally, doing things that don't actually help, such as keeping away from issues or using drugs, can accelerate depression very badly and make it harder to refresh. Identifying these many risk factors for depression can help medical workers and the community join forces. Together they could come up with good ways to prevent or deal with depression. This teamwork can make a real difference in how we handle mental health. Depression greatly influences how individuals live daily. It touches our physical, behavior, and public activities. It is fundamental to be aware of these impacts. It assists us to appreciate why treating depression is so vital. Physical effect. Feeling broken down is a major part of depression. Indeed, even with sufficient rest, those with depression feel exhausted. They could experience difficulty working, finishing errands, or physical exercising. Some could eat less and shed pounds. Others eat more and gain weight. Sleep problems are normal with depression as well. Falling or staying asleep can be hard. This pattern of terrible sleeping and feeling exhausted makes it more awful. It can likewise cause body aches and make your daily life pattern hard. Emotional effects. Depression is at its heart about hopelessness and sadness. It influences your feelings, health, and thoughts. You could find it hard to remain motivated or concentrate. Things that used to make you happy always can now feel dull sometimes. This can prompt sensations of guilt and irritability. It makes putting together a companion and working very hard too. The close-to-home cost of depression influences relationships and day-to-day living. Social effects. Depression effects aren't simply private. They enter into our public activities and relationships. Individuals could pull back from friends and family if feeling lonely. This can make working or even studying well a lot harder. Added to this is the quiet around depression. The fear and shame about talking or looking for help can be serious. This adds to the social battles individuals with depression face. Depression's physical, emotional, and social effects joined. They make enjoying day-to-day existence extremely hard. Seeing this multitude of effects helps in treating depression. A full methodology is significant for somebody's life. Now let's have a look at treatment for depression. Depression has a lot of treatments that work admirably. There are treatments to train adapting abilities and medications to deal with the chemical abnormality. This makes the journey to feeling improved simpler. Psychotherapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, well known as CBT, assists change with negative thinking. Interpersonal therapy, well known as IPT, furthers how we talk and associate with others. Both make you more grounded and more mindful, assisting you with feeling improved for the long run. Medication. Antidepressants often help a lot. They target chemical imbalances that lead to feeling down. The right one can make you feel less sad and more focused. On the off chance that antidepressants alone don't work, mixing psychotherapy and medicine may. There are likewise mind excitement treatments. Tracking down the most effective way to treat depression takes time and may require a couple of attempts. The best way to treat depression is finding the right combination of therapies that suit best for the individual. There are numerous great ways of assisting with depression. Talking with specialists and advisors so they can make an arrangement only for you. This plan will assist with dealing with your feelings and lead to a better life. Survival methods for depression as defined by experts. Self-care should be the first in this case, support systems to follow up soon. In conclusion, depression is a complex mental health issue. It impacts how we function physically and emotionally, thus it affects our social and work life. Understanding its various types, symptoms, and risk factors is important. Knowing the treatment and coping options helps a lot. This information can help individuals and entire communities support those with depression. Always take care of your health, the great human wealth. Never forget to like, share and comment responsibly. May you subscribe to this channel too, as must-watch videos are on their way now.